Moses Boldu joining me on the desk for sports. Now, we have a player on the Universal Heat who is basically just on fire, just tearing up the league right now.
He's done a fantastic job recently breaking a record of a NHL player, a current NHL player as we speak. Record-breaking season for this kid has been unreal. Kyle Gallagher recently caught up with the local star.
It's not every day you can say you've got your name in the record books alongside an NHL All-Star. But Universal Heat defenseman Cale Clegg can say, oh yeah, that day was just last week. By scoring his 66th point, Clegg broke Dion Phaneuf's Alberta Bantam AAA record for most points in a season by a defenseman. The Lloydminster native currently has 69 points in only 30 games. With 3 games left in the season, he has the chance to add to his already impressive scoring numbers.
It's pretty cool to know that I broke it. A lot of work ahead to get where he is though, so just want to keep going hard and keep improving.
Clegg's dad, Jason, also happens to be his head coach with the Heat and has had a front row seat on his son's ride into history.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to separate the coach from the dad, but I mean, as a dad, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, it's been good. He's always pretty tough on me to keep me going, and yeah, he always helps me through the way.
His dad credits an off-season of hard work for his success.
For him, the preparation starts in the summertime, and he put a lot of work in training and working on his skill and his game.
And while it's still too early to make any comparisons, Clegg likes to think he models his game after Los Angeles Kings stud Drew Doughty.
Yeah, he's really skilled with the puck, and he's all awesome in the offensive end, and he can work in the defensive end as well.
The local product has been turning heads with his own exceptional skill set.
Poise with the puck, I think would be the word, in both ends of the rink.
Clegg is eligible for this year's WHL Bantam draft, and many scouts have him pegged as a top pick.
It's a few months away, so there's a lot of work to be done yet, and just keep improving throughout until the day comes, and then hope for the best.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap Sports.
Moving to the Lloydminster Bandits, they wrapped up their regular season at home against the South Division's best Wainwright Bisons over the weekend. Now, with a win, the Bandits would have secured home ice for the opening round of the playoffs. To the highlights, it's 1-0 Bandits in the first. The puck goes up top to Chris Romanchuk, and his blast is tipped by Jared Wayhill, a power play marker. It's 2-0. To the second, it's now 3-1 Bandits. The shot from the blue line is stopped. Bandits turn it over, though. Jory Hoffman finds Kyle Anderson off his skate and in. Ref quickly waving it off, a distinct kicking motion, no goal. Still to the second, Romanchuk down low, trips, but still manages to get the pass to Wayhill for his second of the game. Home side up by 3 after 40 minutes. But just 20 seconds into the final frame, Cody Bird finds the twine from a bad angle. Then the Bisons cut the lead to 1 when Justin Gainey's shot from the top of the circle finds the back of the net. Then, with the game tied at 4, Cody Foley races down the side. Blair Mahon will get taken out by his own player. The puck squirts loose and Bird scores his second of the period. 5-4 Bisons at that point, and that would be your final. The Bandits' loss puts them 2 points ahead of Killam and 3 points ahead of Vermilion for that second spot in the South. Both teams have 2 games left, though, so the final standings are very much in the air. In senior hockey, the Lloydminster Border Kings took time off league play for the Allen Cup Provincials. They took on the Shellbrook Elks from the Fort Carlton Hockey League in a best-of-3 series, and this one was no contest. Elks take Game 1, 10-2. The Border Kings will head to Shellbrook to look to keep their Allen Cup hopes alive on February 10th. It was a rematch of the A versus B Page playoff at the Sasktel Tankard in Melfort. The number 2 seed Bruce Corday from Saskatoon faced underdog Brock Virtue from the Regina Cali Curling Club. First and Virtue throwing big weight, rubs the front stone, still comes up with the takeout to sit 3. Corday would draw for the single. It's 1-0, so to the third, Corday lying 1. Virtue needing to open hit for a deuce and gets it. The Regina rink up 2-1. Next and Corday needing a piece of the button to score 2 and retake the lead through a cluttered house. He puts just enough weight on it. 3-2 Corday. Now after blanking the 5th, Virtue sitting 1 with hammer in the 6th. Draw for 2 is good. Virtue back on top. 7th and trouble for Corday as his rock sails through the house, giving up a steal of 2, making it 6-3 Virtue. Another blank end in the 8th, so to the 9th, Corday, still trailing by 3, comes up with a hit and stick for 1 though. It's 6-4. Virtue in a very good position with last rock in the 10th, and in the final end, Virtue with a nice little double take out. Corte runs out of rocks, and this game is over. Virtue pulls out the upset, taking it 6-4. This was a big win for Virtue, considering his team was nearly disqualified for tweets and foul language used during the Tankard, particularly his second, Chris Shilley. All that aside, the Virtue rink will represent Saskatchewan at the 2013 Brier in Edmonton. Sticking with curling, all smiles for the Lakeland Rustlers. The men's, ladies, and mixed teams were all in contention for provincials, and they did not disappoint. The men grabbed the 4th and final provincial berth with a 6-6 record after weekend play in Edmonton, while the women wanted to improve on their 3-3 start at the fall regional and did so, going 5-1 at the winter regional, placing them in 3rd, and the mixed team was in cruise control, ending up with a 7-2 record, taking 1st place. All 3 teams will head to Olds for the ACAC Championships in Olds on February 22nd. Meanwhile, the Lakeland Rustlers basketball teams played a home-and-home with the King's University Eagles. After winning the first contest, the men would fall 82-65 in the rematch. Travis Blacker led the way for the Rustlers with 16 points. The women lost back-to-back games to the 6th-ranked team in the nation, 63-59 and 70-63. Both were close contests. Amy Warbrick led the Rustlers with 17 points. And in ACAC volleyball, the men earned a split in their 2 games against King's College, falling short 3-1 on Saturday. And the women bounced back quite nicely after being swept in Grand Prairie. They came right back to sweep the Eagles, including a straight sets victory in Edmonton. The volleyball teams wrap up the season at home against Keano on Friday and Saturday.